Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, Travels and Cooking with Peter and Dan. We thank our subscribers for supporting our channel. We will upload a video once a week. We are now at Djurgården. Today we will show you some of the sites and famous and proper places to visit at Djurgården when you're in Stockholm. At first we will tell you about the history of Djurgården. Djurgården. In the beginning of 1680, a 20-kilometer fence was constructed around the island to keep deer and wolf, bear and poachers out. The fenced area was used by the royal family for easy access to game for the kitchen and easier arranged successful hunting for invited hunting parties. After 1829, the remaining deers were moved to a smaller area, and in 1890 they were moved to Gripsholm. Djurgården was incorporated with Stockholm in January of 1868. It was transformed into a recreation area and later the creation of several entertainment establishments, including Gröna Lund and Skansen. Djurgården was the place of the Stockholm World's Fair of 1897. The area covers 279 hectares land and 183 hectares of water, and is a part of the Royal National City Park. Nowadays, the right of disposition is held by the Royal Djurgården Administration, which is a part of the Royal Court of Sweden. So here in front of us you see the beginning of Djurgårdskanalen. It's a canal, and it was opened in 1834 and constructed on the initiative of the king called the 14th Johan, the first of the Bernadotte kings. It has a length of around 1 kilometer, a depth of 2.1 meter and a width of 9.5. In the same time it is full of boats of different kinds and a popular place with its walking paths. The canal has two bridges, Djurgårdsbron in the west and Lilla Sjötorgsbron in the east. You can get to Djurgården by tram, bus or boat. So now we're standing in front of Nordiska Museet, or the Nordic Museum. The building was constructed in 1889 and between 1889 and 1970 and opened in June of 1907. It is Sweden's largest museum for cultural history, and its task is to preserve the memories of life and work from the 16th century up until present day. It was founded by Arthur Hazelius, also the man that also founded Skansen. Here you can explore life and traditions in the Nordics through real stories and objects of everyday life. The museum has around 1.5 million collected items. So now we continue our walk, and the next stop, if you say so, is Junibacken. We'll tell you about it when we reach there. So now we are at Junibacken, and Junibacken opened in 1996. Here the children can experience things focused on children's literature. The name of Junibacken refers to the house where Astrid Lindgren's character Madicken lived. Here you will find Sagotorget, the fairy tale square, with houses and environments from different children's books authors. The fairy tale train, Sagotåget, where the visitors can make a journey to environments from Astrid Lindgren's stories from a Dicken to Emily Lönnberg and Ronja Rövardotter. The audio guide is in 12 languages. And at the last stop you will find Villa Villekulla, the house of Pippi Långstrump. There are also temporary exhibitions you can look at. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So now we're walking alongside the water. We met lots of ships anchored here. And soon we will see the Vasa Museum. So now we're standing in front of the Vasa Museum. It's a maritime museum where you will find the salvaged 17th century ship Vasa. The 64-gun man of war sank in 1628, and it was discovered in the beginning of the 1960s. And this museum was opened in 1990, and the museum is considered the most visited museum in Scandinavia. Apart from the ship, you will find archaeological objects from ships and the 17th century Sweden. It is open daily from 8:30 to 6 o'clock in the evening. So now we're standing in front of the Sprit Museum. And the museum presents the Swedish wine and liquor history and the manufacturing of alcohol. It was moved from Vasa to Djurgården in May of 2012. So here we can have a look at the Viking Museum. And this museum was opened in 2017. And it reflects the living conditions during the Viking times. Here you will learn about who they were. So now we have reached about the museum, and the museum was opened in 2013 in May, and in here you'll find costumes donated by the members and interactive audio-video stations that allows you to perform the music if you wish to do so. You will also enjoy permanent exhibitions. So now we have reached Gröna Lund, and the word means green grove, and it's Stockholm's amusement park. And it was founded in 1883 by James Schultheis, and it covers an area of 3.8 hectares. Here you find over 30 attractions, and Gröna Lund also holds concerts during the summer. Most of the buildings are old residential, and the park is around these buildings. You can take a tram or ferry from the city center. And Parks and Resorts Scandinavia is the owner of the park. Hello again. So here we're now standing where you can take the ferries from Slussen to Gröna Lund. It's called the Djurgården ferry. So, and also you see a cruise ship that has anchored in Stockholm. This. So here in front of us is now the restaurant Hasselbacken. So here we have reached Circus, and the Circus is an arena sorry, used for concerts and musical shows. The original building caught fire, and the present building that we see now was rebuilt in 1892. So now we have reached Skansen, and this is an open-air museum and zoo, and it's the oldest one in Sweden. It was opened in October of 1891 by Arthur Hazelius. He lived from 1833 to 1901. What he did was that he bought around 150 houses from all over the country and had them rebuilt in order to show a unique picture of Sweden. All buildings are open to visitors and show how life in Sweden could be in the olden days. At Skansen you will find a full replica of the 19th century town and also a zoo that contains a wide range of Scandinavian animals, both wild and farm animals. Skansen attracts around 1.3 million visitors annually and covers an area of 300,000 square meters. During the summer you can enjoy folk dancing and in December a Christmas market.